yes, it's time once again to greet the program which offers the simple recipe that cooks up into entertainment for everyone. The ingredients, just a smile and a song.
A song, a song. Yahoo!
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. The prairie sky is wide and high, deep in the heart of Texas.
Yes, sir, we're way out west tonight. Way out in the shootin' tootin' country where men are men and women are fighting to keep 'em out of them there gambling hells. Leastways, that's the way it is in them Hollywood pictures, and they ought to know 'cause they invented it. So here's a toast to Gary Cooper and Gene Autry and Jane Russell and the whole bunch that spends so much of their time deep in the heart of Texas.
Deep in the heart of Texas, the rabbit runs around the brush.
Deep in the heart of Texas,
The cowboys cry, yippee-yi-yi. Deep in the heart of Texas, the doggies bawl and bawl and bawl. Deep in the heart of Texas, the stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas, Texas, the prairie sky is wide and high. Deep in the heart of Texas, the stars and moon is like perfume. Deep in the heart of Texas, Texas reminds me of the one I love. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Hello there, strangers. Howdy.
Howdy.
Now, you can take them itchy fingers off of them triggers. My intentions are strictly peaceful. I just rode into this here ranch of yours to tell you them Navajo Indians is on their warpath again, and they're in a scalping mood.
Hey, guess you was might scared yourself, partner. Or you was a victim of some of your ma's corn liquor, maybe.
No, I weren't scared. Reckon I can take care of myself. I just thought you might be wanting to take some precautions, that's all.
What part are you from, stranger?
Why, begging your pardon, ma'am, I didn't see you there in the shadows. Why, I ain't from no particular outfit. Just drifts into a strange outfit and saves the rancher's daughter from the rascally foreman who's head of the rustlers. But don't let me interrupt you folks if you're having a sing-song. You go right ahead, and maybe I'll join in now and then, if I may.
Why, sure.
Sit down. Yeah, sit down.
come on, Mary Lou. You was going to give us a song.
Oh, now, boys, you don't want to hear me
Yeah,
sing.
surely we do.
Go on, let's have it. You've got a right party voice for singing.
That's right, Mary Lou. That there singing of yours keeps my cows from getting restless.
Oh, well, if you put it like that, well, all right, then.
Good on you, yeah.
You are my sunshine, you are my sunshine, you are my sunshine, only you.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and cried.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
You told me once, dear, you really loved me, and no one else could come between. But now you've left me and love another. You'll regret it all someday. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine
Yahoo! That was sure pretty singing, yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me of my poor dead ma-in-law.
Tell me, stranger, I'm foreman of this here outfit. What makes you think we'll have a visit from them there Navajo Indians tonight?
Well, now, I ain't a-seeing you be seeing them tonight. But I seen some mighty suspicious-looking smoke signals when I was riding down the Sunset Trail. And I reckon they're what I seen before, just prior to when they was going on the warpath.
Hey,
See, that looks like something, boys.
Is they so?
All right.
Well, I reckon you're liars, stranger.
No man calls me a name like that, partner, without causing some hot lead to fly.
You've hold my new Stetson.
Well, you was asking for it, Foreman. These here strange hombres that ride in out of the night are mighty tough characters. Yeah, I reckon you was running the risk, all right. You ought to know by now, tough, mighty tough in the West.
Oh, they're tough, mighty tough in the West. And there's lots of curly hair upon their chest. Ah, you can never be a lily if you want to be hillbilly, 'cause they're tough, mighty tough in the West. Ah, oh, they're tough, mighty tough in the West. And your trigger must be quicker than the rest. In Chicago there are tough guys, but the really treat 'em rough guys. Where are they? Why, they're out in the West. Singing, oh, Susanna, won't you marry me? And we'll all live as long as the old oak tree.
Oh, they're tough, mighty tough in the West. And the sheriff goes to jail to take a rest. Those guys never wear galoshes, they chew iron bolts and washes. And they're tough, mighty tough in the West.
Oh, they're tough, mighty tough in the West.
And they bump 'em up with vigor and with zest.
That's right,
Sympathy is never felt, you can hit below the belt, 'cause they're tough, mighty tough in the West.
Singing, oh, Susanna, won't you marry me? And we'll all live as long as the old oak tree.
Oh, they're tough, mighty tough in the West.
Cyril.
And their beards are thicker than an eagle's nest. Dentists there have caveman manners, and they pull out teeth with spanners. Oh, they're tough, mighty tough in the West.
They're tough, mighty tough in the West.
You can never let your trigger finger rest. And if times are going hard, you just double-cross your pard, 'cause they're tough, mighty tough in the West.
Singing, oh, Susanna, won't you marry me? And we'll all live as long as the old oak tree.
Oh, they're tough, mighty tough in the West. And they never change their socks or change their vest. Soap and water's just a laugh, for they never take a bath, 'cause they're tough, mighty tough in the West.
You're tough, mighty tough in the West.
And the stranger there can never stand the test. They're the Russian guy named Rostock, but he's crammed to Vladivostok. Oh, they're tough, mighty tough in the West.
You're tough, mighty tough in the West. Never take your rest. Oh, they're tough, mighty tough in the West.
Oh, they're tough, mighty tough in the West.
Put the rope in your mouth,
And they
guy.
never change their socks and change their vest. Why, soap and water just a laugh, for they never take a bath, 'cause they're tough, mighty tough in the West. Come on, boys.
Oh, they're tough, mighty tough in the West.
And a stranger there can never stand the test. No, sir. Why, every hair upon their profile's like a steel string out of remorse, 'cause they're tough, mighty tough in the West.
Singing, oh, Susanna, won't you marry me? And we'll all live as long as the old oak tree.
Well, F and what you say is right, stranger. I reckon we ought to be setting up some sort of defenses. That I do.
Yeah, that's right, boy.
And might be something in it.
Yeah, we ought to.
What do you suggest, stranger?
Well, now, what did I see him doing that there western picture? Bums along the Mohawk, I think it were. Now, what was it? Yeah, now I recollect. They wheeled all their wagons into a circle, and then all the citizens lay down behind the wheels and blazed away. That way they covered all angles, if you follow me.
All right, good idea. Yeah, I think we ought to.
While you're dragging them all into position, begging your pardon, and with your permission, ma'am, I'll sing a little ballad myself about them old wagons.
Why, that'd be right welcome, stranger.
Yeah,
Sure.
Okay then, boys, here we go.
Wagon wheels, wagon wheels, keep on turning. Wagon wheels, roll along, sing your song, carry me over the hill. Go on, mule, there's a steamer at the landing, waiting for the cotton to load. Go on, mule, the boss is on the stand, and there's a pasture at the end of the road. Wagon wheels, wagon wheels, keep on turning. Wagon wheels, roll along, sing your song. Wagon wheels, carry me home. Wagon wheels, carry me home.
Look out! Here come the engine.
Stand behind the wagons, boys, and start shooting.
Boys, hold your fire, man. One of them redskins that hasn't bit the dust is coming forward with a white flag.
Well, here, let me talk with him. Well, Red Man, what have you got to say? Do you surrender?
How?
Hey, what's that mean when he sticks up his paw and says how?
I don't rightly know what it means, but I'll ask him. Big Chief himself, I think. What is it, old Chief?
How?
Well, don't just stand there saying how. What do you want?
How? Me big chief pretty full. Me want powwow with your chief.
I'm the foreman in this year outfit. Shoot the bull, fool.
We no come to fight. We come to have powwow, be friends, have nice hot cup tea. But you make with the fire sticks.
Well, I guess we misunderstood this guy. He's a peaceful Injun.
Well, come right in and bring your pals, pretty full. Say, who's the pretty gal with all the feathers sticking out of her ears?
She my daughter, trickling water. She carry pipe of peace for all to puff.
Well, that's all right. Nice.
Howdy, trickling water.
Right smart. Idea, yes.
Let's all sit down, eh?
My daughter, she hand round pipe. Everybody puff. While you puff, she sing. We make great peace powwow.
Good, fine.
Make with the powwow.
That's for me.
This way, trickling water.
You take pipe first, Mr. Foreman. You big white boss.
Oh, gee, thanks, pickle water. Here, you take a puff, stranger. That ain't my brand. I only smoke Benson and Hages.
Why, thanks, partner.
Now, daughter, she sing.
Yeah, that'll be good. Good, sir.
A medicine man I met said, don't get yourself in a sweat. When things look great, you shrug and say, it must have been something I ate. So don't get yourself in a snit, he said, tuck your tantrums into your kit instead. It's disarming to be charming, quoth the medicine man, whom all agree it's plain to see nobody could be wiser than. If your temper's getting the top hand, all you gotta do is stop and pass the peace pipe and bury the hatchet like the Choctaws, Chickasaws, Chattahoochees, Chippewas do. If you're feeling mad as a wet hen, mad as you can possibly get, then pass the peace pipe and bury the tomahawk like those Chechemies, Cherokees, Chapultepec's too. Don't be cranky, try to use a little control. When you're hanky, wipe off all of that war paint. And if you find yourself in a fury, be your own judge and your own jury. Pass the peace pipe and bury the hatchet like the Choctaws, Chickasaws, Chattahoochees, Chippewas do. There was an old Indian custom of long ago that was known from the Navajos to the Navajo. And in those days they didn't have UNO, but they made peace by smoking peace pipes. And so if you want to hover out west too, you will soon discover it's best to pass the peace pipe and bury the hatchet like the Chochos, Changos, Chattanoogas, Chickaros do. Even in colonial days you knew the ceremonial ways to pass the peace pipe and bury that tomahawk like those Chechemex, Chepachecs, and Chippewas do. Pull your ears in, try to use a little control. When all clear's in, you be top man on the totem pole. So if you want to hover out west too, you will soon discover it's best to write that apology and dispatch it. When you've quarreled, it's grand to patch it. Pass the peace pipe and bury the hatchet like the Choctaws, Chickasaws, Chattahoochees, Chippewas, and those Chechemies, Cherokees, Chapultepec's, those Chechemies, Chepachecs, and Chickasaws, Chocho, Changos, Chattanoogas, Chickaros do.
Well, I sure enjoyed the visit of them Injuns. I was right sorry to see 'em go.
Yeah, they sure were a good bunch, all right. But now I reckon I got something to say to you, partner.
What's on your mind, stranger?
Well, I've plumb taken a fancy to this here gal of yours, Mary Lou. I reckon I'd like to offer her my hand in marriage. Now, seeing as how I reckon you got your eye on her yourself...
Hold hard there, stranger. You're heading up the wrong trail. She ain't my gal, she's my daughter.
Well, I'll be an ornery maverick.
I got another daughter, too, just as pretty. Grizzly there, go and get Emmeline. Tell her I want her to meet the stranger what's moseyed in.
Sure, boss, I'll get her right away.
Meantime, I might sing you a little ditty myself about this here country around these parts, if you think you all could stand it.
Why, sure. Here, let's have it. Do that, boss.
Okay, I'll let her flicker.
Just a melancholy echo, lingering when the day is through. It's the call of the canyon. Once again I'm dreaming of you. Every night I search the moonlight up and down the river shore. It's the call of the canyon. Maybe I will find you once more, standing there alone by the ashes of the fire we said would never die. Will I ever find an ember burning from the days gone by? Then I hear a lonely whisper as a little spark I see. It's the call of the canyon, bringing back your answer to me. It's the call of the canyon, Once again I'm dreaming of you. It's the call of the canyon. Maybe I will find you once more, standing there alone by the ashes of the fire we said would never die. Will I ever find an ember burning from the days gone by? Then I hear a lonely whisper as a little spark I see. It's the call of the canyon, bringing back your answer to me.
Here I am, Father.
Emmeline, I want you to meet the stranger that you're now amidst. Cowboy, meet Emmeline.
Howdy, stranger.
Why, I'm sure right proud to make your acquaintance, ma'am. And can you sing as purty as your sister, Marilou?
Why, sure she can. Look, seeing as how the great big Texas moon is going down and the big desert sun will soon be a-peeping over the range, what about singing us that there song about daybreak?
All right, Father. I'll just bust right in.
In this great saga of the Smoky West, your hero was John O'Malley, and with the choir you heard the featured voices of Joan Boots, Arthur Ward, Horace Hepper, Bernice Lynch, Joseph Barnes, and Doris Dale. Heart of Texas was written by Ormsby Wilkins with special musical arrangements by George English. The whole show under the direction of Ivan Rickson.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Once again, we say au revoir to another singing show. This is John Casavan saying cheerio for now, until we greet you all once more with a smile and a song.